I'm the Celeb Critic. I watch it so you don't have to. We all remember Mr. Metokur. That's right, the internet aristocrat, the guy who started Gamergate, made countless videos about Tumblristas, feminists, college campuses, internet insanity. Hell, who can forget Conspiracy Theory, a video I parodied on this very channel. With this much lineage and history, it's hard to deny that Mr. Metokur probably is one of the greatest internet people on this side of the internet. Hell, his existence is probably why half of us are here in the first place. Gee, I wonder what Mr. Metokur is doing now.
So, are you two willing to say that you're felted fuckboys and you made a mistake with how you handled the situation?
No, bullshit! Bullshit! What is this bullshit? An hour and a half of sweeping it up for PvP and Warski? I haven't seen this many softballs since it was this lesbian singles night at the athletic complex in Western Virginia. Now, hold it back here. Now, Celeb Critic, you're saying. Jim didn't sweep it up. He asked PPP the hard-hitting questions. Yes, the hard-hitting questions like, how are you guys going to recover from this? How are we going to make this about Ralph instead? What is Ralph going to say? So he goes in, starts off, and immediately asks about the power chat. And you think at first, maybe there's a chance. Maybe there's a chance they can save this. They just do one thing and really press them hard about this. But what does he do? Andy Warski blatantly lies to Jim's face and says that the power chat doesn't take payment information. But they have to! They have to! It's required by state tax laws! Bullshit! And he bought it. He just bought it hook, line, and sinker. No questions, no double things. That's why we brought it up 10 times already! Gah! But then they get to this part. If that wasn't bad enough, not only does he completely bypass the power chat fiasco and let him off the hook with a little begging to Daddy Jim, then he gives PPP 30 fucking minutes for this sob story about he was homeless and freezing. I don't mean to say nothing. How can a man that size possibly freeze? A whale this size would keep an Inuit family warm in the harsh Alaskan winters for years. But no, poor PPP had to grip to save himself from homelessness. And he had to help his friend Godwinson by paying him that money so that he could embarrass him and dox him and spread a scandalous story about how he's being belittled by this elderly British man online to an entire audience of Jim fans. And then if that wasn't enough, we get to the part about Surfer. Now, me and Surfer are good buddies, so I'm a bit biased. But the whole Surfer's a schizo take? Really? Again, PPP? Is this the bet you got? Please. Everyone knows that the reason PPP won't talk to Surfer has nothing to do with him thinking about Surfer's family's feelings. It's everything to do with if Surfer and PPP got into an argument, Surfer would fucking destroy this twerp. But no, Surfer's a drunk schizophrenic who's rambling. And I'd never go after Surfer. Meanwhile, not 2 nights before, you go on his stream and shit-talk him in the chat. And you're always shitting on him in the Golden Guns, and all throughout the fucking year ever since the breakup happened. Just a little bit less directly, a little bit more, ooh, we're going under the covers, ooh, we're going a little bit under the fucking sheets, ooh, no one can see me, I'm passive aggressive. Please, just man up and confront your gay lover already. Oh, boys and girls, but we're not done yet. No, just when you thought this whole story can't possibly get any worse, it does. It does. At the end of the day, the big reveal, the big end of the Kino Casino debacle is, we need to press more about Ethan Ralph. What? More Ralph content? I thought the whole point of this shit was that the Ralph con was too much. But no, we have to make Ralph seize because he's screen capping or whatever the fuck he's doing. Who cares? Ethan Ralph's a piece of shit. Whoa, news alert. Wah! Who cares? Move on with your fucking lives. But no, By Jim's decree, all content on the internet must now be about Ethan Ralph. This, ladies and gentlemen, is why the internet is dying. And that wasn't enough. This entire fucking time that Jim and PvP are telling their fucking sob stories, Warski's going here going like, this stuttering, suffering fucking-ass little twerp comes up every single minute with his stupid bullshit. Half the time you think he's gonna start going, Metokur massacres for $5,000 in the background. We can't even get a stream where they have to kowtow back to Jim without his bullshit. I don't know how people watch this every week. Who's paying for this? But at the end of the day, PvP and Warski handed all of their pay-pix information over to Alaska. They can lie and cheat and say they didn't. But at the end of the day, for tax purposes, PowerChat has all of that information saved on a server, ready to hand into the IRS. Or, potentially, if they don't, if we believe that PvP and Warski are telling the truth and PowerChat doesn't take any information at all, well, they're sure going to be fucked come tax time as a payment processor because they need to collect that information. So either PowerChat isn't holding the information, and they're going to get audited by the IRS, which means all the transactions are going to get audited, including your transactions. Yes, your payment is going to be audited by the IRS under investigation of a January 6th person under Baked Alaska? Or Baked Alaska has the information. Either way, you're fucked, buddy. All I can say is, to quote my great friend, the angry internet celebrity critic, Bit Nerd, what were they thinking? God! But the real tragedy here is Daddy Jim. A man so fallen from grace that he's gone around to sweeping up for a fat Canadian and a cokehead Canadian. How does a man like this end up in this position? Why is he sweeping it up so hard for them? Well, ladies and gentlemen, the answer I can think only comes down to one reason. A couple of years ago, Jim's entire monetary thing was kind of fucked by a little thing called New Project 2 going down. His Patreon went into the air, into the ether. Now, shouldn't he be mad at PvP for this? On one hand, he should be, but perhaps he's not, because PvP has provided to him an alternative. Perhaps Mr. Metokur is going to be one of the premier persons on the PvP and Warski payment processor that's going to be coming out very soon. A payment processor which I'm sure will be totally trustworthy, legit, and safe. And so it makes absolutely no sense, I suppose, for Jim to do this unless he stands to gain significant financial benefit. But I'll leave that up for you to decide. I've been the Celeb Critic. I watched it so you don't have to. I hope next episode I review something actually interesting. Have a good night.